Hey, what's up, church? Rob here. So on Sunday, Gav spoke to us about leadership. And so I figured we'd do a couple of kind of like reflections type things on leadership for the next couple of days. So they'll only be like a couple of minutes long, the videos. But specifically, I'm going to do a short kind of study based on the story of Deborah and Barak in the book of Judges. So in Judges, we read about these two people where basically in that time there was like the Canaanites who kind of ruled over the lands, ruled over the Israelites. And they were ruled by a king who had like a huge army with like chariots and everything, and like this kind of strong, like fearsome commander. And Deborah at the time was a judge and a prophet. So people brought their kind of disputes and disagreements and things like that to her to kind of seek her guidance as to kind of what was the right course of action. But either way, she had this message from God to call for a man called Barak, who was going to come and lead the army into battle against this other commander and the army. And so Barak eventually came, and after speaking to Deborah, he was kind of like, "Okay, I'll go, but only if you come with me." So they went, and then obviously the battle happened, and God provided everything that He'd promised. So they won this battle. God had kind of like got the chariots like stuck in the mud because of loads of rain and things like that. This like fearsome commander on the other side like absolutely like legged it because like he was terrified of losing this battle. And so Barak, following this battle, obviously had like all the credit being the leader of the army, despite obviously Deborah going with him. And Barak went on to be an amazing leader in kind of the rest of the book and mentioned in the Bible. And obviously, yeah, he got all the credit for this victory despite Deborah's part in the initial part. And so kind of one of the things as a leader is quite often the best way we can lead people is just to walk alongside them, just to go with them. Like Barak obviously kind of said, "Okay, I'll go do this thing, but only if you come with me, Deborah." And so Deborah went beside him and guided him and helped him. And helped him to kind of be the person that God had called him to be. Like he was probably quite unsure, quite afraid, not very confident in his ability. But by Deborah kind of just saying, "Okay, I'll come with you," that made a huge difference. And so she was able to lead Barak onto amazing things, onto being the person that God called him to be, just by walking alongside him. So maybe you can think about other people who've maybe done that for you, or maybe there's someone you know who you could kind of do the same thing with, like kind of you could kind of go with them. Maybe you could invite them to church and kind of go, yeah, I'll meet you there, or anything like that. So yeah, join me tomorrow again for kind of the second video. See ya.